So in today's video, I want to talk about some of the worst times to approach a woman. And I think this is a very important video because cold approach is something that I really vouch for a lot on this channel. But the thing is, there are definitely a bunch of certain situations where I don't recommend approaching a girl. And in this video, I'm going to be covering specifically 4 different situations where I actually think it wouldn't be the best time to approach. Now, before we hop into the video, if you're new to the channel, my name's Nayar and I'm a self-improvement coach for South Asian men who are struggling with their dating life. If that applies to you, man, be sure to click the first link in the description and join my South Asian Warriors program where we discuss dating, self-improvement. I have various video modules helping you level up your dating life, get better with cold approach, reducing approach anxiety, as well as creating the perfect dating app profile. I even threw in a workout module in there as well. So if you're a South Asian guy who's really trying to level up your self-improvement and dating journey, be sure to click that first link in the description and join my South Asian Warriors program, man. Starting with number 1, right? If she is at the gym during the middle of her workout, look, no one wants to be approached when they're in the middle of their workout, panting, sweating, face red, really zoned in on the workout. This is probably the number 1 worst situation to approach a girl. Literally during the middle of her workout. You're ruining your chances. She doesn't want to be bothered. Just because I vouched for a cold approach doesn't mean that you should approach every girl at every single time, every time you see an attractive girl. Use your common sense, man. Approaching a girl while during the middle of her workout is one of the worst times to approach. Number 2, I'd say, is when she is clearly with like elderly people, might be your mom or dad or family like around her. That's one of the worst situations to approach a woman because she's not going to flirt back at you even if she finds you attractive right in front of her family, right? She's allocated that specific time point to spend time with her family, her siblings. She's out to dinner with them, right? Let her be, let her relax, let her enjoy the moment that she's in. Definitely when she's out to dinner or lunch with like family members, that's definitely not the time you want to be approaching, man. Another time that you shouldn't approach is when she's clearly on a date with another guy. Say bowling, mini golf, even like at the bar getting drinks. Maybe you're with your friends and you see a girl clearly one-on-one with another guy, right? Maybe they're sitting at the bar, or maybe you're out with your friends like at an event, maybe bowling, and then you see a girl like one-on-one with the opposite gender with another guy, right? Use your common sense. Like 99.9% chance she's on a date with another dude. So listen, respect her, respect their time, right? And think about it in your own kind of scenario. If you were on a date with a really attractive girl, do you want some other asshole to come in and start talking to her, right? Listen, use your common sense. Don't approach when she's just one-on-one with another dude. More often than not, that's probably a guy that she's dating or she's just on a date with. Respect other people, respect their time, use your common sense in that scenario, homie. Now, the 4th place /time/ scenario that I don't recommend you approach is very, very common sense. It's in the workplace. Contrary to a lot of people, I am very against these workplace romances. In the workplace, in the work environment, when you're in your office, you should be focused on work. You should be focused on getting the job done. You guys need to separate leisure, hobbies, and activities from work. You shouldn't have your mind be constantly on girls all the time. You shouldn't be always lusting for women every single time you see an attractive girl. So when you're at work, focus on doing a good job. Focus on the task ahead of you. Focus on your career. You want to level up, right? You want to get that raise. You want to level up in your career, right? Don't be that guy that's hitting on women in the workplace. No one's going to appreciate it. Most of these office romances honestly are frowned down upon. Even if nobody says it straight up to your face, you don't want to be that guy that everyone is gossiping about, right? Nobody likes the dude that's in the office flirting with other women. Nobody likes the dude that's in the office always partaking in an office romance with the chick who's a few cubicles down. Separate your work and separate your leisure and your dating life, man. Don't be that creepy guy in the workplace flirting with women. Now, the last time / scenario or situation that you should not approach women is also kind of controversial, but not really. It's at the very end of a night out. You guys know when like the bars and clubs close at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., depending on whatever city you're in, and there's just this huge like mob or mosh of people outside exiting the bars, and everyone's either super wasted or they're drunk or they're like hungry on their way to get food or relink up with their friends. People are, calling Ubers back home. People are trying to get home safe. 80% of guys you see out there on the streets are just constantly stopping like every girl, out of their mind. Most of these dudes are wasted. This is like the last ditch attempt, the last effort at the end of the night. I sort of like to term this phrase death row, where the night's pretty much dead and done. At this point in time, you've missed your opportunity. And honestly, you need to embrace that. Don't be one of these creepy guys who are out there approaching women on the street at 2 a.m., 3 a.m. when the bar's shut down. Not only are you coming off as cringe, but women aren't stupid. They know what you're trying to do. Listen, not saying it's impossible, but most of the time, you're just gonna get hardcore rejected. If anything, you're just gonna come off as more annoying, especially because it's like 2 or 3 a.m. in the morning. Listen, man, she doesn't wanna talk to you. She just wants to get home safe. Let her be. Stop hounding women at the end of the night after a night out. That is one of the worst places / times that you can approach women, man. It's at the end of a night out. Even if you're trying to just have a friendly conversation with like an attractive girl, on the street in that group of friends, most of the time you're gonna get rejected. There's gonna be that one friend in the group that pretty much tells you to F off as the group of girls tries to go home. Listen, embrace defeat at that point. In fact, I personally don't even recommend doing bars and clubs as a way to meet women. Much better off doing it during the daytime. But regardless, end of the night is just not the move, man. What were you doing that entire night? That entire 2-3 hour window that you were out? You know what I mean? That was more of a better opportunity for you to be social and talking to other women. You don't want to blend in and be one of those guys that comes off as very thirsty, very desperate at the end of the night. Women know what you're trying to do at the end of the night when you're on the street rapidly approaching, bro. So with all of that being said, man, these are some of the biggest situations / time points where I don't recommend you do the approach. And again, if you're a South Asian guy who's struggling with your dating life, be sure to click that first link in the description to join my South Asian Warriors program. Also, in addition to that, be sure to check out the free Discord server. That is the third link in the description. And with all that being said, like, comment, subscribe, drop a comment below, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.